Her kitchen is where the magic is made.
Hi there, welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm Holly, your friendly neighborhood carnivore, and I am so excited you could join me today. This video today is going to look just a little bit different than my usual videos. Vacation doesn't have to mean falling off track. In fact, I just got back from vacation myself and I had a great time at the beach, and I thought this would be an excellent opportunity for me to share with you guys what I do when I travel so that I'm able to stay on track. So this video today is going to be me sharing with you guys the types of things I like to food prep when I travel. And then I figured I might go on to doing a multi-part series here. I'm thinking next video is going to be how I actually order in restaurants, because I do not eat out a whole lot, but when traveling, and especially with family who loves to eat out, that's what I end up doing. So I figured this would be a great opportunity to share with you guys how I navigate eating out in restaurants, what questions to ask, how to not feel so embarrassed and bashful about going out into the world with this strange way that we eat. And if you guys are enjoying this video with me showing you guys my food prep, and the next video explaining how I like to order when I'm going to restaurants, perhaps you might like a third video. I'm toying with the idea of sharing basically what I eat in a day each day while I'm on vacation, so you can get a really good visual on how I'm able to keep this sustainable, what I'm eating while the rest of my family is eating traditional junk food, and what my day looks like compared to what it usually looks like with my very boring average way of eating. So I hope you guys are excited about this and will stick around for those videos as well. Like I said, vacation does not have to mean falling off track. And the first thing I do to stay on track when I travel is I get some food prep done. Now, some of you I know are food preppers on the day-to-day, weekly basis. You love prepping food. You take a day each week and you prep all your meals for the full week, and you will just eat these things quickly, and that's your go-to, and that is amazing. And this will be very easy for you because you're already used to doing that. Now, I do know that there are quite a few people out there that cannot bother with that. And I'm one of those people that on the day-to-day, I do not want to have a whole bunch of food prep for every single week. I'm lucky enough to have a lifestyle where I can get in my kitchen just about any time of day that I want, and I can cook for myself. And that's how I enjoy my meals. I like to just be able to think them up on the whim and just cook whatever I'm in the mood for and going from there. But when I travel, food prepping, it means several things for me. So first of all, it means less stress. If I have these things on hand and I am not in the kitchen having to cook them right then and there, I don't have to think about as much. I've got it ready to grab and I'm good to go. Usually these things that I'm prepping that is making this less stressful, it is just part of a meal that I am also having while I'm there. So this is not my entire food prepped week of food. This is just little bits that we are adding into it. And two, this is gonna save me money. So I don't have to spend a lot of time and money and effort looking for keto-friendly options and low-carb options of highly processed things like bread and crackers and things like this that I know are not going to do well for me anyways, but they are also going to be incredibly expensive. The third thing is this is going to prevent me from just having those moments where I'm hungry and I don't have anything easy to grab. We have those moments in day-to-day life where suddenly you have something to do and you are on the go and you wish you had something to grab real quick. We know on vacation that those moments can happen, and they can happen a lot. So having something that's easy to grab and run with, that is so important. And the fourth reason I like to prep is because this gives me some more flexibility, so I don't have to hyper focus on being just absolutely perfect with my diet. I don't have to do a whole lot of extra planning on if I eat this and I'm still hungry, what is there because there was nothing packed. I don't know about you, but I am one of those people that I will make a full meal. It looks like enough food. Mentally, it seems like enough food. I will track it in my carb manager app, and I'm like, yes, that should be plenty of food to keep me sustained till my next meal. And I will eat it all up like I did this morning. I had 6 scrambled eggs and 6 ounces of ground beef and 3 tablespoons of ghee. This was a meal that was over 1,000 calories. I don't count calories, but just for the sake of energy, of knowing how much energy we're looking at, over 1,000 calories. And you would think, yes, that should hold me. I should feel great and full and satisfied after this one meal. And sometimes I will have a meal like that, like I did this morning, and I was still hungry. I needed something else to like bridge that gap. While I'm here at home, I have my kitchen and all of my food that I usually have at my disposal, and it's easy peasy to cook up another egg or just do one small thing to add to it. But when you're on vacation, eating a carnivore or an animal-based diet, it is a little bit trickier to have just that little something extra to finish off that appetite. Now, I should have done a better job at taking before and after pictures, or, pictures of me packing this stuff up. So I'm sorry, this is going to be a bit of me rambling on, and I'm gonna put pictures in here as I can to show you guys what I prepped and how I incorporated these into meals. But just bear with me for now. I'm sorry, I'm just a blabbermouth today. The things that I made for this particular trip. Now, I went to the beach. We spent a week in Destin, Florida, had a wonderful beach vacation, and it was amazing to have all of that time in the sunshine, get some fresh air. That salty water always just makes me feel incredible. So it was a wonderful week, and I loved that I was able to stay on track with what I was eating so that I felt good everywhere else in my body as I got to enjoy the sunshine and all the things that come with being on the beach. I will link the recipes for all of these food prepping things that I did in the description. I will also have it where you can easily click them up here as they come up. So let me break it down for you guys and tell you exactly what it is that I prepped and packed to take with me to the beach. So the first thing I'm going to mention that I packed for the beach are my Eggy Waffles. Yes, I love my Eggy Waffles. I make them all the time. They are a staple at home. So of course, something that I love eating at home all the time makes my comfort food list that I am going to pack and take with me on vacation. These are super easy to make ahead of time. I've got the waffle iron that makes 4 at a time. So cranking out a batch of 8 or say 12 of them is easy peasy. Throw them in the freezer, they are good to go. When it comes to reheating these, you have a few options. We stayed in a condo, so we had a full mini kitchen, but if you're staying in a hotel and you don't have the option of a kitchen itself, you have a few options here. So one, almost every hotel nowadays has at least a mini fridge in it. These Eggy Waffles will be fine shoving them in the mini fridge for the week. They don't have to stay frozen, they will be fine. You can pull them out, you can eat them cold, you can let them sit out and come to room temperature and you can eat them that way. But if you like them crispy like I do have another mini waffle iron that just does one. This is small and portable, and I like to pack this when I travel because I can take the frozen waffle straight out of the freezer, put it right on the little waffle iron, close it up, and in a few minutes it's going to be warm and crispy again, and it's wonderful. Of course, if you are staying in a place that has a kitchen like I was, you can also reheat these in the oven. You could reheat them under the broiler. They are absolutely delicious and crispy that way as well. I like to eat these pretty much any time of day. Sometimes I will pair them with breakfast, slather on some ghee, maybe sprinkle some everything bagel seasoning on them. Of course, I do pack things like some spices when I travel. So this is the everything bagel seasoning, which if you guys follow me on social media, you have seen that I use this a lot. This is one of my favorites. So spread a little ghee and a little bit of everything bagel seasoning on that. Or if you're a little bit more keto, which, spoiler alert, when I go on vacation, I allow a few more keto type things than I usually do. I packed some Chalk Zero honey, which is not really honey. This is their keto friendly version. So it's sugar free. I don't even know what they call it. It's like a keto honey substitute. So it reminds you of honey enough to have that sweet tooth quenched. So sometimes I will do a little ghee and drizzle a little bit of that for a little bit of sweet and have that with whatever else I'm having for breakfast or with a fatty latte or something like that. Sometimes I will use it to make a sandwich or a burger. And the Eggy Waffles, they are just super versatile, very neutral flavor that you can jazz up however which way you want. The next thing on my list that I prepped is some egg white bread. The egg white bread is not something that I typically have every day in my life. It's something that I will make when I have a massive jar of egg whites in my fridge, which has happened a lot more recently. But even then, usually I'm freezing these slices of egg white bread and just pulling them out randomly. So this is not a massive part of my diet. But when I travel, I do enjoy having the egg white bread on hand. On our first day of travel, we went to McDonald's. I will talk more about that in my next video when we talk about how we're ordering when we're going out to eat. But I got some burger patties and ended up using my egg white bread, put the burger patties on it, and had my own burger that I could actually pick up with the bread and not get my fingers all greasy. It was a nice change to be able to eat something somewhat normal with the rest of my family. I also used it to make French toast for breakfast one morning. I used it just to toast up and smear some ghee on. I might have drizzled some of the honey, I don't remember. It's another one that is neutral and you can jazz it up however you want with whatever kind of seasonings or fat or sweet if you're going for a sweet taste. It's just very versatile to have on hand. If you're a lunch meat person and you're wanting like a deli sandwich, perfect for these deli sandwiches, especially to take down onto the beach. A few weeks ago, I shared with you guys my portable bacon and eggs, and one of the versions of that was the cracker version. I did make up some of these crackers to take with me, along with some carnivore crackers that I seasoned with some everything bagel seasoning. Again, that is my go-to. I love that stuff. These were great to be able to take with me. Just like my Eggy Waffles, just like my egg white bread, I threw these crackers in the freezer and kept them frozen. Probably didn't have to stay frozen. I probably honestly could have kept them on the counter. I just haven't played with it, so I didn't really know how that was going to work. But I absolutely loved having these crackers. I had planned on taking some of those bacon and egg crackers down to the beach in the morning. I never actually ended up having those for breakfast on the beach, although I did eat some on the beach. They were excellent for coming back up to the room at lunchtime, needing a little something crunchy with my lunch. They were really great when we would be going out to dinner. Of course, by the end of the day, you've been swimming, you've been battling these waves, you've been in the sun all day. Walking on that sand is an extra workout with all that sand resistance. By the end of the day, I was hungrier, and being in a tourist area at dinner time means you're going to be, one, driving in traffic to find a restaurant, and two, being put on a wait list and waiting for, honestly, we did pretty good. I think our longest wait was around maybe 45 minutes, which was really good. We've had some serious long waits in the past, so this was good. We still went out to dinner early. We were getting there around like 5 or 6, so it was still pretty good. But these crackers were great to throw in my bag and take with me, because waiting for that food and everyone else is getting to munch on like bread rolls, or they're ordering some kind of dip and they, you know, have all these chips and stuff that they're eating. That's not something I can do. So having these crackers, it was something that was nice for me to be able to munch on something to get me through that moment of just like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of hungry too, and now everybody's getting to eat and I just have to suck it up and deal with it. Now, those are the 4 main things that I prepped to take with me. There is one other thing that technically is a food prep that I do when I travel, because I am, for the most part, a dairy-free carnivore. I do okay with butter for the most part. I just prefer to have ghee in place of it. So on occasion, if I'm in a situation where something can be cooked in butter and that's my only option for an animal fat for it to be cooked in, absolutely, I will go for butter, and that is just fine. And I knew that eating out in restaurants all week, I was probably going to be stuck in some situations where I was going to be stuck with butter, or possibly hit with some seed oils, which is terrifying, and I hate that because I react terribly to them. So in an attempt to make sure I had plenty of the fats that I feel good on all the time, as much as possible, I went ahead and I made some ghee to take with me. Now, I've used it all since then, and this is just a little bit that I had left over, but I wanted to show you the size of the jar. So this is the size of the jar. I just reused a Chalk Zero jelly jar. I don't even know how many ounces this holds. I would say it probably holds about 8 ounces. So this was my main jar of ghee that I had throughout the week. I kept this in the condo. But I also have this little 2-ounce jar here. That was also filled with ghee, and this one is small enough to put in my purse. So everywhere that I went, if I didn't have enough fat in my meal, I had this option right here to go ahead and add on my plate. And I will tell you, I absolutely did that. I have no remorse when it comes to pulling things out of my purse in a restaurant or wherever. If it's something that's going to make me feel better with how I eat and the restaurant does not offer it, I'm gonna carry it myself and take it out and feel fine. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not embarrassed by it. It is how I live. It's fine. The ghee can stay room temperature. You don't have to worry about refrigerating that at all. The crackers, like I said, probably could stay room temperature. I did go ahead and freeze them. I froze the Eggy Waffles and I froze the egg white bread. So that means I had things packed into a cooler bag with some ice packs to take with me. It was very easy, low maintenance to get it there. I hope you found this video informative and not too rambly today. Let me know in the comments, what are things that you like to food prep when you go on vacation? If you are interested in following me on social media, you will see what I eat every single day following a carnivore diet. You can find me over on X at Carnivore Friend, or you can find me on Instagram at Friendly Neighborhood Carnivore. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys next week when we talk about how we're going to be ordering food when we are in a restaurant. See you next time. Bye.
She's the friendly neighborhood carnivore with a talent for cooking up a meaty uproar. From juicy steaks to sizzling ribs galore, she'll have you coming back for more. Fellas, smash that like button. She's the carnivore cooking queen. On your screen, bringing the meaty scene. Come on over and join the team for a culinary dream.